So in today's video, I just want to talk about decision. And I seen recently in Napoleon Hill's book Think and Grow Rich that he had studied several people who had amassed massive fortunes um, over a period of time, and that they had one thing in common. And the statement that he used is that it is that wealthy people reach decisions promptly and change decisions that they have made very slowly. The majority of people who fail to create that wealth are slow to make decisions and are easily influenced by others. So we have to ask ourselves, do you actually fall into that category? Or are you someone who makes decisions promptly or slowly? We've noticed that people are being so much influenced by other people, and it's normally family, friends, loved ones, work colleagues, whatever it may be. But those people don't mean to, voice their opinions in a negative way towards us, but unfortunately, they do. And it affects us in everything that we do, especially in that decision making process. And the reality of it is that the people that we just spoke about that cause those distractions can stop us from reaching our goal, because what it does, it causes doubt, it causes maybe fear, it causes indecision. And when indecision occurs and stops you from reaching your goals, this now poses a major problem. And I'd taken down some notes as I was getting ready for this video, and I seen a statement that had been mentioned in many books before. It said that indecision causes disintegration. So by you failing to make a firm decision on what you want in your life, it causes disintegration. How often have we heard the following statements: will I, won't I, I'm going to stay or I'm going to go, do it or don't do it. The list goes on, and indecision causes conflict. So if you have conflict in the mind, therefore what you have is obscurity, you have no indecision, and then you have lack of clarity. The mind needs to have complete clarity when you're going from your goal. So you have to make that decision. Have I a clear and concise goal that I'm going to go towards? You have to make that decision. And you also have to make the decision that there's a price to be paid for going for that goal. That price may mean that things like social media, being on social media all day might have to stop. Particular friends might have to, be cast away, and I don't mean that the way that it sounds, but that you mightn't have the same amount of time that you would have had over the last previous weeks, months, or years with your friends. That certain family events might be able to be attended, or something as simple as that maybe watching television has to stop for a period of time, because there's a price to pay for everything that we want to go for. I often relate to particular people that had different challenges over their lives. And the first was Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. And we see that they managed to climb Mount Everest on the 29th of May 1953. Both fantastic men, but remember, Sir Edmund Hillary was a beekeeper from Auckland, New Zealand, and Tenzing Norgay was a mountaineer farmer, a Sherpa guide. Fantastic people, but they both went to climb that summit on two different occasions, and they failed due to inclement weather that they had to return back to base camp. But they had a firm decision. They made a firm decision that they were going to go back and that they were going to reach their goal. They were going to climb to that summit. And if they couldn't get over the mountain or through the mountain, they were definitely going to get to the summit. That was all that they had in their minds. They had a clear vision, a clear goal of where they wanted to go to. They had a decision made. And what really fascinates me about this, that no one managed to climb to the summit of Mount Everest that we know prior to Hillary and Norgay. But today, I think 6,647 people have managed to conquer it, and we're in 2024 this year. So it goes to show that all it takes is one person to show that lead, to make that decision of where they want to go to, and it gives great encouragement for other people to go to. The second one in more recent times that I suppose I have a huge affinity with was on the 15th of January, I think it was 2009. Captain Chesley Sullenberger III and his first officer Jake Skiles, excuse me, were flying US Airways Flight 1549, and they managed to land their Airbus A320 on the Hudson River. And they had to gather all the years of experience that they had, all the combined flight hours, operate as a crew together, and make a firm decision that they were going to have to try and land this aircraft safely on the River Hudson. Teterboro, LaGuardia, JFK were unfortunately unavailable for them due to the loss of thrust, due to low altitude, and due to that bird strike making both engines ineffective. But they both together made that decision that they were going to land safely. And what I really love about the story about, we'd say, Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzin Norgay and Chelsea Sullenberger and his first officer, Jake Skiles, is that both sets of men made a decision. They made a firm commitment that they were going to achieve what they'd set out to achieve. One reach the summit of a mountain, the other to maybe land on a river which hadn't been done before. But what I also love about that story is that, sorry, I'm just getting distracted there, my apologies. What I love about that story is that both sets of men had particular courage and faith. So you have to ask yourself in your decision making process, have you the same courage and faith? They were required to make a committed decision. So do you think you possess the same courage that they had? Honestly, I feel that if you are studying, reading the material that's going to get you to the goal, trying to implement that material, that you will get to your goal. I truly believe that. Because you're showing that you're making a committed decision. And making a committed decision that will move the needle forward in your individual personal life or in your business is a massive, massive thing. I remember the late Bob Proctor had a great statement, and I'll read it out here. It says, decision making brings order to your mind, and this order is reflected in your objective world, which is your results. And the truth is, results are all that truly matter. So when you have your order in your mind, there is clarity, there is no confusion. So today, make a committed decision that whatever you seek, whatever your goal may be, that nobody will stop you from going to where you want to go to. Whether it be a loved one or a colleague or whoever else it may be, you need to be firm in your decision. Write down what you want, what you truly want, the way that you want to live, and make that decision. And be able to look back in years to come and smile and say, the decision that I made was the right decision. And don't fear failure. Each and every one of us failed. You may fail so many times in life, but don't fear failure. It makes us better men and makes us better women. So make a decision today. What do you want in your life? Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching this video.